One morning, the world you knew is gone. Streets twist upon themselves, buildings fold like paper, and forests shift endlessly into impossible shapes. Humanity wakes to a terrifying truth. Earth has been transformed into a colossal labyrinth by unseen extraterrestrial forces. Every familiar landmark has vanished or warped beyond recognition, and every wrong turn could trap you forever. As a pulsing alien energy spreads across the planet, a cold, echoing voice resonates in minds everywhere. Survive, adapt, or be lost. This is not a game, not a war. It is a test, a cage, and a challenge designed to measure every human instinct against beings whose technology bends reality itself. The aliens behind this labyrinth are unlike anything humanity has imagined, towering biomechanical entities capable of warping matter and controlling space. They watch every movement, monitor every heartbeat, and manipulate the environment to push humans to their limits. Cities fold into endless corridors, forests shift into twisting mazes, and even landmarks dissolve and reappear at will. Survivors quickly discover that escape isn't as simple as running. The maze itself adapts, traps form spontaneously, and environmental hazards strike without warning. To survive, humans must think faster, move smarter, and work together, while understanding that the true purpose of this alien labyrinth is far more sinister than mere survival. The first day inside the alien labyrinth descends into utter chaos. Familiar streets twist upon themselves, buildings fold like origami, and entire city blocks vanish or reappear in impossible positions. Humans stumble, run, and scramble for cover, dodging collapsing walls, sudden chasm, and shin gravity at fleeing across streets. Above, the alien watchers glide silently. Towering biomechanical beings with multiple sensory arrays that detect heat, motion, and even the slightest changes in breathing. The labyrinth itself seems alive, constantly rearranging, closing off paths, and creating loops that trap even the most careful navigator. Panic spreads quickly as groups of survivors are split apart by sudden terrain shifts, forcing strangers to collaborate for survival. Ordinary logic no longer applies. Memory is useless when landmarks vanish or twist mid-step. The aliens' energy beams sweep the streets, pulling the unlucky into containment zones, vanished without a trace, leaving only scorched symbols or eerie residual pulses in the air. Survival demands calm thinking, rapid adaptation, and instinctive coordination. Humanity realizes instantly that this is not just a game or an attack. It's an experiment, a test designed to probe fear, intelligence, and resilience. Every wrong step may be permanent, every success temporary. As the survivors begin to understand the labyrinth, patterns slowly emerge. The aliens do not merely hunt. They observe, learning from every human reaction, measuring problem-solving ability, teamwork, and emotional endurance. Holographic markers occasionally appear along corridors, glowing with eerie blue light. But survivors quickly learn that these are traps designed to lure. Hudens inarfiel visibit. Groups develop strategies to survive, marking paths with temporary signs, using debris as decoys, and sending scouts ahead to detect shifts in terrain. Silence becomes vital, as even a slight noise can trigger alien sensors that detect movement and alert watchers. Environmental hazards add to the pressure. Sudden gravitational flips, collapsing floors, and toxic fog force humans to adapt immediately, with no margin for error. Every survival attempt sharpens instincts, forcing humans to innovate constantly. Yet, with every round, the maze itself evolves, learning from their strategies and forcing them to adjust again. The labyrinth becomes a living adversary, challenging intellect as much as stamina. And the aliens' overarching goal becomes clear. They are testing human ingenuity, resilience, and adaptability under extreme and unpredictable conditions. Those who survive begin to understand that success relies on thinking ahead, cooperation, and reading the labyrinth's subtle cues. As humans adapt, the aliens escalate their control, introducing increasingly deadly variations in the labyrinth. Entire neighborhoods fold into labyrinthine loops. Skyscrapers twist into impossible staircases, and forests morph into endless tunnels with no exit. Survivors quickly discover that the Watchers can manipulate walls, gravity, and even the flow of time in localized areas, forcing constant improvisation. Some humans identify brief safe zones where electromagnetic anomalies interfere with alien sensors, allowing moments of rest and regrouping. Others employ shadows, reflective surfaces, and decoys to mislead the Watchers temporarily. Coordination becomes essential. Scouts map shifting routes. Navigators plan paths through collapsing sectors, and decoys distract hunters. Yet the aliens respond swiftly, shifting sections mid-chase, deploying energy barriers and creating environmental hazards designed to disorient even the cleverest survivors. The labyrinth becomes less a physical space and more a psychological battlefield, where fear, intuition, and intelligence are tested simultaneously. Every decision carries weight. A misstep may mean sudden disappearance, while clever maneuvers offer brief, precarious hope. Humanity slowly learns that survival is not about speed or strength alone, but intelligence, adaptability, and teamwork. The labyrinth is a teacher, and the aliens are the ultimate examiners, pushing humans to their absolute limits while recording every reaction, every decision, and every flaw. As the final round of the labyrinth begins, only a few survivors remain, navigating streets and forests that twist and shift with every heartbeat. The alien Watchers loom silently above, biomechanical and unyielding, observing every move, every breath, and every choice. Armed with knowledge of shifting paths and temporary safe zones, humans push forward, using strategy, coordination, and instinct to survive. Electromagnetic pulses from hacked grids create brief pockets of safety, giving them precious seconds to outmaneuver the labyrinth's traps. Gravity shifts, collapsing walls, and sudden energy barriers test every step, but the survivors persevere. When the final exit comes into view, the maze folds just enough to allow escape. Humanity emerges battered but alive, forever changed by a world reshaped by extraterrestrial forces. The Watchers remain, silent and mysterious, leaving a haunting truth. The maze may end, but the alien presence never truly leaves.